Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/agentacademy. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle or MP3 player. And now, welcome to the Agent Academy.
Downloading latest intel package. Welcome back. I was getting worried about you.
Agent Academy, episode 24, recorded on June 24th, 2018. I am Agent Soho.
And I am Agent GoonieGuy.
And we got something for you, so fill up your red solo cup because Andrew Krug is back to answer your questions. On the show this week, we're going to be looking at the new Cassandra Prime logo. Pretty juicy.
It's all true.
We got new Agent Academy Prime gear, and Circle K promotion runs out of gas. What? So the capsule's ready and loaded with your ideas, and we are ready to start this here show.
We got a band now.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, it's just a drummer. We can't afford the whole band yet.
But, it's just the drums and his arms, not the rest of his body.
Uh-oh. It's the Def Leppard drummer? So he just has one?
It's inverted. It's just one arm.
Just sitting on the...
Yep.
Too far.
Right. That was weird. So let's get into some juicy beef.
Love the beef. Where's the beef drop?
You wanna give us what juicy bits you've been up to?
Some juicy bits. I got my Onyx recharger finally.
Hey, so, that's cool.
That's good, yay.
You finally started recharging portals?
No, I finally stopped recharging portals. Like now, there's no point. I mean,
right.
You know, anomaly, or if I notice someone trying to take a portal or trying to help someone out, but besides that, there's not really much point anymore to recharge. Yeah. I mean, just waste your juice.
Right. You don't want to waste that juice.
No. Wasting juice is bad. But I did get to join in on a farm down at our Vets Memorial the other night and got to see some folks like Crazian. I hadn't seen Crazian for ever. He actually used to listen to our Team Fortress 2 podcast. So that was crazy. He had a soldier hat on, and it was really cool.
Oh, that is super cool.
And
Crazian. He's like the crazy Asian.
Crazy Asian. That's where he got his name from. So I was gonna let you say it. You know, I don't want to pull like a Roseanne Barr here and get in trouble.
And then we get canceled.
Right. Off of Twitch, they kick us off.
That's some topical news humor for you right there.
Right. And also Big Dog was there, which you're going to talk about too. It's like he's everywhere.
Yeah, he is everywhere.
As well as Allison 7 and Pilot 7 were there. They came all the way down from Birmingham. So cool. It was really good to see everybody and get some gear. I filled up, and then I used a ton of bursters today because I noticed at lunch after we got talking about how you were busy, I started looking at the map, and I was like, man, someone really kind of low level fielded up downtown. And I'm just like, that's just like eat a sub, my lunch on the way, do a couple loops downtown and make, $500,000 AP, And so it's just like, just drove down there and that's what I did. So I burned a bunch of bursters doing that. But
well, when did you do that?
I do that. It's noonish.
Today?
Yeah.
Weird. I did that too.
How did you do it too?
I don't know. So I went down there for I had to run to the post office to my post office box, which is downtown. So actually, because me and you were going to go to lunch together, and I was like, no, I got to run this errand. So of course, while I'm downtown, I'm like, oh yeah, baby. So I blew up all of Veterans Memorial where you guys had the farm. It was blue. And then I did notice a lot of like low level blue stuff. So I'm wondering, like, I guess you didn't clear it out all the way, right?
No, I cleared it out.
Wait,
downtown?
Yeah.
I mean, there's maybe 2 portals left, but
really, because did they field it? But before, like when I got there, it was a bunch of low level junk, and it was webbed up.
Yeah.
And it was I got there about 11:20.
Well, see, I got there after you.
So somebody came along. Okay, I didn't even have time to capture anything, so I didn't get any kind of alerts on my scanner. So I guess that makes sense. Wow, they're really busy down there.
Which is good, because everywhere else it's like no AP. I mean, except for the hard way. So I like the bursters, like blowing stuff up. So
yeah, I was drive by doing 8s. I was just like, see ya. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, and so part of the farm too, I found out that there's a local Smurf who thinks I'm out to get them. That I'm following them around and blowing up all their stuff.
Really?
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. I think someone's got a big head. It's like paranoia set in.
Weird.
There's like 8 people on each side. Like you're bound to blow up the other, someone's stuff a lot, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that. Anyway, so
especially you get around, you get all over town. It's like, well.
Yeah, we've got kind of a small population of Ingress players right now. I mean, there's seriously, at any one time, there's 4 to 8 people on each faction playing. I mean, that's about it. So, I've had that a couple times. There's been a couple people that were like, "Oh, you really like following me around and blowing up my stuff?" And I'm like, I don't know where you are. Like, your stuff is here, I guess, and there. I'm gonna blow it up.
And frankly, you're not cool enough for me to stalk. You should add that on the end.
I didn't get banned for that kind of talk. Gotta watch out.
Well, that's weird.
Anyway.
But yeah, it's a small crew right now. It maybe it'll inflate though when Prime comes around. Plus, it's like getting to be summer. I mean, it is summer, so I don't know. Like, where's all the people? Where's all the hikers and the bikers and the walkers and the stalkers?
You like rhyming tonight.
Where's the trikers? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Anyway,
so that's
the Ultra Strikers. Where are they at?
Oh my god, I don't know where this is going.
See, I can go all night, baby.
I want to get one more.
And the oh man, I was thinking, what's that guy from Star Trek? Riker. Yeah, I was trying to work that in there. Commander Riker. I was trying to work him in. I freaking forgot his name.
We're gonna get busted about not talking about Ingress stuff.
Oh, oops. Sorry. Okay. So anyway, continue.
That's about it. I mean, I've got some other stuff that I've been working on doing, but I want to hear about your week.
So I guess so. We went to lunch. Me and you went to lunch, and me and you, and we got Big Dog 60 to go, and that was really cool because I haven't seen him in a while because I haven't been really out. But now I'm starting to get out, and now I saw him. That was cool, and he's like, "Hey, I hadn't seen you in a while," and blah blah blah. And anyway, so that was kind of nice. We met at a firehouse with a portal. Love the firehouse, man.
Love the firehouse. The engineer.
Yep.
And they sell their pickle buckets if you ever need a bucket.
Oh yeah, a whole bucket of pickles.
Well, there's no pickles in it.
Oh, but you
after
could
they're done
pickles. With it. That's weird. It's just an empty bucket. And I was gonna mention that I went downtown, but I came up with my idea for what's in the capsule, which I won't mention now, of course, but like from going downtown, just clearing it and going all the way clear up north to like Tennessee, which I did over the weekend. And it's like just the sheer force of like just destruction, like a hurricane, right? Would start in
You're calling
one
yourself
area.
a hurricane?
Yeah, I mean, a very small one, but like slowly from one side, just slowly moving across town, destroying and capturing everything, right? Just so I kind of got an idea for the what's in the castle. I was like, oh, okay, I think I have something really cool here. Not that I'm that big of a destructive force, but it inspired an idea.
I don't know. I heard some Smurfs saying that you like blowing up their stuff.
I like stalking. I like stalking Commander Riker. But anyway, so also I got a really cool thing on Amazon this week. So way back in December, we made a Ingress top 5 Ingress gifts. And one of the things that we talked about was the Anchor. Most Ingress players probably use Anchor. You might already have this, but I was stoked about it because this is a nice upgrade from what I had. So this is the Anchor Power Core 10,000. So it's 10,000 milliamps. It's very small. It's really light, and it fits in a really tiny little like cargo pocket in my pants. It's really nice and snug. I love it so much. It's only a 10,000, so it just lasts a day. But my last one was a 35,000, so it lasts like 3 days or so before I had to charge it. But I'd rather have something small and lightweight that doesn't, like the one that you're holding is gigantic.
You know what doesn't this big?
This is
bigger than my head.
In case you can't see, if you're listening to the podcast, I'm going to hold up kind of a credit card. It's not actually a credit card, so don't try to copy the numbers. So it's the same size as your driver's license or a credit card.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? So it's a little bit. It's not that thick, really. I mean, you can kind of. Anyway, it's nice. I like it so far. It's $30 on Amazon. We're not sponsored or anything, but go check it out if you want one. So, yeah.
No, we're not sponsored by Amazon.
We're not?
No.
Oh yeah, we're not. But I think we have an affiliate link. We could do that. But just go get one. It's an Anchor. It's a power core, man. You can charge your battery all day long. Love it. Were you pulling out all kinds of weird stuff while I was talking?
No, I was just pulling out that one. I was showing the difference of like a really cool small battery that works and then one that's the size of my head.
Yeah.
Like if my car battery goes out, it's probably more powerful than my little Honda Fit battery, right?
All right, yeah.
Just run it off that.
All right, well, that was my week.
Nice. It was really... Hey, I did one more thing. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. Can you tell?
Are those green guitar strings?
They're green guitar strings.
Weird. I didn't know that was a thing. That's pretty cool.
It's a thing. And I broke a string last week when we were messing around.
That's right.
And I'd been wanting to get some of the green strings, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. It's the same price, so it's just aesthetics.
Situation report.
Yes. Sit rep. City, sit rep. All right. Well, we got a couple of news items here that are kind of exciting. I guess we'll start off the first one. We got the Cassandra Prime logo has been released. Some of the print material and some of the stuff has come out. The color scheme, the branding, if you will.
Yes, and it's black and red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of a neat red too, because it's kind of like a brick red. I kind of like that color. It's kind of a mud, like a clay, I guess you'd say, maybe a red clay. I don't know, but it's cool. It's cool, man. And it's of course not blue or green, right? So it's kind of like, okay, well, let's choose a color that's not one or the other. So I like it. It's pretty swanky.
You like it a lot?
Yeah, I do. Speaking of things that are brick colored, we also are going to announce here that we have new Agent Academy Prime gear. So we have a couple different T-shirts, designs, stickers, stuff like that. This is just some cool stuff that is going to be kind of seasonal. So it's just for the this round of anomalies, really. So just for Cassandra.
And where can people find this fabulous once-in-a-lifetime gear?
So go to agentacademypodcast.com/prime shirts. and that'll take you straight to a page where you can check it out, look at it. There's women's tees. There's a couple of different styles and sizes and stuff. Hey, it's just something cool you can wear out during an anomaly and be like, hey, I listened to that show too. Somebody will pick you out, and then you guys can start talking about, I don't know,
Agent Academy.
Yeah, talk about the show. But it's cool. The back has all the dates, or it has 2018, 2019, but it has all the cities. So it's kind of like a concert.
Well, it's just the cities that we'll be at.
Yeah, yeah.
The Agent Academy will be at.
Right. Because
I don't think we could fit all. Well, I mean, we could do like a super Motley Crue like world tour T-shirt where it's just nothing but cities.
Right, like 3 columns of tiny text.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, all the countries and stuff. But yeah, this is just like the local stuff that we can make it to, or we'll try very hard to.
Uh-oh. You can get the Transformer color, too.
Oh, some purple action. Black. Anyway, it comes in different colors, so go check it out if you're into shirts.
Check it out, y'all. Check it out. So, also... it's Monday. It's the first Monday of the month when we're recording this, and that means Andrew Krug's in the house. Well, not here, in his house, but he's not off touring like he's been doing, so he has time to answer all of your questions. So be sure to head on over to the AMA Google Plus and ask your question. Ask something good, and make sure you don't ask something that's been asked before, or he will delete your account, and we don't want that to happen to you.
Righto. Yeah. So, and he said, give him about a week or so to get back to the, to answer. So maybe the next episode we'll have answers for that. So,
yeah.
Oh boy, you want to do the sad news battle, Circle K?
So Circle K apparently our ban, our boycott ended up working. and they canceled the promotion. They just said, we can't handle this. We made the Agent Academy upset for not giving them codes, so let's just end it. So sorry, Niantic, if that was our fault. We'll we got some codes we'll give you back.
We'll give you back your codes you generated for us.
No, of course it has nothing to do with us. But the promotion has ended. There's I don't think technically an official word posted anywhere, but I did ask Andrew, and he said yes, it's ended. And there were past things like Zipcar and Jamba Juice, and one other one that portals were starting to leave as well, and all those promotions have ended a long time ago. So I assume they're just kind of clearing out the network as they clear out these Circle K portals. Who knows? Maybe it'll come back in a new promotion after Prime starts. Maybe it's something they needed to do for that as well. Yeah. But if you have keys, they're probably going away or will go away if you currently have one. Also, the promotion's gone in the Circle K app. So if you go into the Circle K app, you won't see the, hey, coupon thing anymore. Go figure.
Oh, yeah. Go figure, man. So just for fun, though, we're going to have to shout out to Circle K every now and then, because I feel like the show is very, very empty without mentioning Circle K at least once or twice. So
yeah, we'll just have to go to Circle K for the fun of it. Maybe get some of their rollers, their hot dogs, the grillers, whatever they call them.
The hot dogs on the rotisseries.
2 for $3. No, that's Mapco. See, they need to do something with Mapco now. So it's kind of messed up my whole lunch. Like, I found a Subway that has a drive-through just 100 yards from a Circle K that actually had codes that worked. So I'd go to the drive-through, just get my sandwich, and then head over to the Circle K and get my drink, because it's actually cheaper than the Subway, and then get some sunflower seeds, which is my go-to snack for ingressing.
Oh, yeah, I love those. Wait, do you get the kernels or the seeds where you have to, you're just sucking the salt off of them and spitting them out?
Well, you crack them open.
So you're cracking them open, like, and you got to mess with all the little weird.
That's the fun part.
Stuff. That's so much work. Just get the freaking kernels and be like, just throw them all in your mouth.
Well, but then you just eat a bunch of kernels. This takes longer, and you get like good at cracking them open. Like it becomes like a sport.
It's a skill.
Yeah. And so you put a handful in, and then you like get to where you can crack them open and put the shells in the other cheek and eat the seed. Like it's this whole like process. You know, this is why my wife says I'm such a good kisser. It's like, remember the old, you could twist the cherry stem into like a knot? Well, I could do 3 knots. So now the whole new one is doing sunflower seeds and moving them from. I'll show you next time you come over. I'll lay one on you and see what you think.
You need like clear, like transparent cheeks so I can like see and like what's happening in there. So get working on that.
Yeah, I'll get that done just for you.
It's a simple day surgery, in and out.
Yeah. Woo! Don't need another one of those anytime soon. Yeah, Hoaxdog has it. Roller dogs.
Roller dogs. That's what it was. Okay.
Speaking of roller dogs, they announced at the Osiris Epiphany Night thing, GoRuck is back with Operation Colon. Have you heard of this yet, Soho?
No, this is the first I've heard of this.
So they announced at Navarro this year that in April of 2019, 6 agents from each faction will actually be sent on an epic mission to an island in Thailand. And it's all expenses paid. And so throughout the Anomaly year, there will be GoRuck events, Operation Colon, Operation Prime Challenge, I guess is actually what it's going to be called during the season. And that's how you qualify to get sent to Thailand, to the Operation Colon. So it sounds like a whole cool storyline to get the Osiris Stone. From there, and whoever comes away with that, of course, will get something. I don't know, some kind of bonus in next year's Anomaly.
Wow, weird.
So that's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, probably some unique badges at least.
Yeah,
sure,
and if you want to sponsor the show, GoRuck, you can feel free to send us some of those sweet, enlightened backpacks. GoRuck sacks. No, now they're not going to do it because I call them backpacks.
Uh-oh.
How about the GoRuck fanny packs?
Fanny packs. I'm pretty sure that's not what they call them either.
Oh,
boy.
Oops.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
Ooh.
What's in the capsule?
What's in the capsule? What's in the capsule? What's in the capsule? What's in the capsule? What's in the capsule? What's in the capsule? What's in the capsule?
There's that decapitated arm again.
There's a drum set in the capsule.
Cool. There's drums everywhere. Cool. All right. Well,
speaking of one arms,
I bet you have a really good one.
I bet you have a better one.
I bet yours is way better than mine.
No, bet yours is the best. You will probably get like a drum cymbal thing after you say yours.
Really? Okay. All right.
Oh, it's so good you got it beforehand.
Well, that was nice. Preemptive strike. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, like a hurricane slowly going through a state. Okay, but I was thinking. Okay, first of all, I'll just tell you the title of my idea: levels inside of levels. Okay, levels within levels, even. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what it means. So imagine, if you will, you have a level, main level, right? I'm level 13. 16 is the max. So and then you have like another level. It might not be called a level, or maybe it's called a power level. Let's just go with that. Your power level is always 0.
Always?
It's usually 0 when you're just when you're not doing anything, when you're not moving, when you're not out there moving, right? When you're idle, Let's say that.
Okay.
Okay, so now you start blowing up some stuff for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You're constantly doing activities, right? You're constantly registering some sort of event in the game, like hacking, destroying something other than in comms, not spamming in comms. You're doing stuff.
Right.
So you're constantly doing stuff. Maybe there's a hidden timer that's saying, okay, it keeps ticking down. And every time you do something, it increases that number. And it's always knowing that you're always doing something. So now you've mysteriously hit power level 1. You're like, whoa. Now everything you're doing is slightly more powerful. It's kind of like a snowball. So to hit level 2, you have to do a certain amount of things. And this is the secret sauce. It's like eating at KFC. Ingress is not going to tell you how you get these levels. That's up to us to figure out. It's harder and harder to get higher levels within a short span of time. So you can imagine like just going nuts. Like, okay, I'm destroying this, I'm destroying that. I'm being active for like a good 8 hours straight or something. And you're freaking level 15 or something.
But then it goes to 0 as soon as you like...
Yes, it will go down very fast once you become inactive, and then you start over at 0. Your overall level is still the same, of course, but this is like slow bursts of power. And another way you could imagine this is like if you're playing like a fighting game, like a 2D fighting game, like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or something, and you have that like little extra power bar thing that fills up.
Combo!
Right, and then you like, boom, do your ultra move, and then it goes away. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I'm thinking here.
Yeah, I like that.
Now, while
it's like an overcharge or something. It's like a
it's like overcharge.
And maybe if you build it up to the end, you release like a super whatever you do burster that goes poof, and it's old school, doesn't have a limit, and just keeps going for like 50 kilometers. But
Nice.
just like one level 8. Like, can you imagine one level 8 that just went until it hit itself on the other side of the world? Like, you would kill some resonators along the way, and you would just get like hundreds of thousands of AP from all the little one dinks that you hit.
Oh my.
I love this idea, Mr. Fulton. Agent Soho.
Yeah.
You got 2 of those.
Cool.
And 3, really. But, yeah, no, I like it. You should keep coming up with ideas like that.
Big OP ideas that destroy the game.
Mine's just a lame little like quality of life thing, because I keep forgetting if I hacked. Not even just that I hacked each day, because I'm trying to get my Sojourner, and I'm like 60, 70-ish days away. I have to look again.
Okay.
But I'm like at the cap of items, or was until this lunch today. And so I would like hack and not realize that I didn't get anything. And then later I'd be like, oh, I'm full. I wonder so I'd have to go like make sure I did another hack, because there's like some way, like trigonometry way to like figure out if you hacked by looking at your now and last and last year. And like, I don't know the whole formula, and I don't have to deal with that. I just want something that says you hacked today. Good job hacking today. Bing.
Yeah. Even if it was a message that just lived in comms, and it's up to you to have to like go and scroll up and find it, that would be at least good. That would be better than nothing. So
like a journal, like they do in Pokemon Go. So maybe at least that'll be there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Yeah, like a journal. Yeah, we talked about that earlier in a show. So that would just be another actually very useful thing to put in the journal. So,
which would also just be nice to see, like, what you hacked, right? Because you go through and you hack so much, and then it's just like, well, where did that come from? I don't remember hacking that. But then you could scroll back up and.
Ooh, that'd be nice. A little history. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Do it, Andrew Krug. Make it happen.
That just gets one percussion one.
Just one.
That's what the button says. Perk 1. Oh, I got 2. I guess it was better than I thought. So we have a lot of your ideas in here, and you can always send us more of these ideas by calling us on SpeakPipe, speakpipe.com/Agent Academy. We also have a form now on the website, which is super easy to fill out to send your ideas in. Just go to agentacademypodcast.com and you'll see it at the top. A way to submit. And I feel like there's another one. Oh, yeah, in Telegram. This is a really bizarre one, and we need to put it in the header. I think if you go /IFTTT, because that calls the if then and that bot, and then space, and then hashtag what's in the capsule, and then your idea after that, it'll send it to us. And the bot will let you know it send it to us.
And that's the most powerful way to send something, isn't it? Because it goes straight into our document.
So does the form. So the form goes to our document now, too.
Oh, the form does, too. Oh, okay.
I've been trying to get it all to go there to make it super easy for submissions.
I mean, that last one didn't really sound that easy, but yeah, I get you.
Go to the website. It's the easiest. And I've been working on the website, so go take a look at it and let me know what you think. If you can find all the cool stuff and get all the cool badges. We just added a new one today. I got to do the image, though, because there's a placeholder image. I don't know if you saw the placeholder image.
Oh, yeah, with the cat stuck in the cup.
Yeah. We'll fix that. Okay, so Agent Asanian sent this in. It said, when Niantic are holding events with lots of codes being given out, like the period around the recent Epiphany, it would be great if they allowed a temporary expansion of the inventory limit. It's very annoying to have to burn perfectly good items to continue trying the codes, not knowing if what you are going to get or how much is going to be of any use to you. Keep up with the great show.
Yeah, okay. So a temporary expansion to the inventory limit.
Now, there's a lot of games that do this. Final Fantasy XIV does a good job of it. So you fill up your inventory, and if you get extra stuff because you kill some mobs or you do a quest that gives you stuff, it's not just like, wah, wah, you don't get it. It puts it in this like temporary like storage, and it just highlights and says, this is your temporary storage, and then when you get back to town, you can pull it out, and you can't do anything with it until then, though. So maybe it just sits in some weird capsule that you can't access until you make room for that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Something. Or maybe it's a capsule you buy that stores this excess stuff.
Yeah.
Until you get down under the cap.
Right. So yeah, like a temporary. Right. Okay, I see it. I see what you mean.
And maybe you could delete stuff out of it, but you couldn't access it, use it, put it in your inventory until you made room.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, it'd probably be more useful than it sounds. Really, it doesn't sound that exciting, but you know what I mean. But like,
well, it's like when you're out hacking, like at the farm. Like I was already, because it was kind of our second farm, and I just kind of wanted to go and see everybody I haven't seen in a while. Mm-hmm. But I was already close to the cap, so I'd already just like killed 50 stuff before I went down there. But then as I'm hacking, you just fill up every second, and like he says, you're sitting there going, okay, what do I want to delete? And it's just like,
yeah, and you spend all your time managing and not like just hacking and having fun and concentrating on like glyphs and stuff, and you're just like, oh god, what do I gotta throw in now? So something like this would just really kind of bring your spirits up, and just the quality of life would be improved. I like it. I definitely think there should be something like this. Hanstel, he said a spillover capsule. I kind of like the name of that. A spillover capsule. Spillover. I heard my scanner just go off. Someone's downtown.
Downtown. Do we need to go down there?
Well, I guess I did capture a few things on my drive-through. I didn't think I did, but I guess maybe I did at a red light or something. I don't know. Okay, so let's do this next one, y'all. This one's from Dewey J. And it says, building on previous ideas. Okay, so there we go. A base camp kit. Like a keycap, it must be purchased. You can only own one at a time. You can drop it anywhere to establish your base. Once established, you have to build the kit over time by keeping it charged. It decays just like a portal. As the days pass, the storage capacity of the base cap grows as the base cap. Oh, I was reading base camp. Okay.
Well, there is some base camp in there.
Okay, so I was confused. Okay, use the original progression of the Guardian portal as level milestones, and each time you hit the required number of days, the base camp storage capacity goes up another 100 items. Oh, so this is like, oh, I see. Okay, so
it's like a bank.
It's like a
personal storage.
I think
chest.
it's like a chest, right? Like in Diablo, where you could put everything, all your stuff in it, but you couldn't move it. It was just stuck to the ground. It's like, okay, anyway, I'll keep reading on. So it can't hold anything unless it's been active for 3 days, and after 150 days, it can hold 500 items. Oh, so it kind of grows. Okay, cool. You have to be at the base camp to open it and get stuff out of it or put stuff in it. Okay, just like I said, just like a Diablo, it doesn't move. It just... bam, you have to physically go drive across town and go to your little base camp. Okay. The base camp also needs to be powered to stay active. The base camp does not replicate items. The base camp is not able to store Q caps or any other kind of cap. You can't put a cap in a cap. If it decays to 0, the base camp disappears and all the items are left on the ground. Oh. You could then purchase another base camp kit. Of course, cha-ching, give me money. Only the owner of the base camp has access to it. This would cut down on it being used as a community gear drop. And then he has a couple of variations. The base camp is visible to opposing agents, and they can attack it and get the goodies inside. Maybe it's an option, right? Another option would be the base camp could be modded to protect it from attacks. Okay.
Just like a portal. I mean, yeah, if you're going to let it be attacked, you should
if it's
be
alive,
able to defend it.
yeah, if it's visible, then. And then lastly, offer a cloaking shield for the base camp that keeps it from being seen by other agents. Again, a single purchase item and one that would be that would have to be powered on its own. If the cloak decays, your base camp is visible. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you have to maintain that, or else, oh my God, everybody can see it. And then you put mods on it, and then it's kind of like gaming itself. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, then maybe you could throw links to it from portals and keep it charged up from the juice on the portals.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you really have to maintain this thing for a long time to keep a lot of stuff. Like you said, 150 days, it could hold 500 items. I guess that would make more sense than to just have this item that can hold everything in the world. I think it's kind of a fun idea because it lets you leave things in the world that you own. Unlike portals where you don't own it, it's a community item. But this is like kind of reminds me of Delta T, where you can put your base down and it's yours, and you can.
Never heard of that game.
Anyway, cool. Nice one, Dewey J. You always come up with these very lengthy, detailed ideas. So very cool.
One day we'll learn to paraphrase.
Right.
Drew Schilling, Agent Drew Schilling, sent in a few things. We'll do them once a week, though, so we don't have 50 ideas from one person every week.
Oh, yeah.
So the first week is ice turrets. Says if a player attacks a portal with an ice turret on it, the turret will freeze all his or her weapons, so the player cannot use their weapons on that portal for a certain amount of time.
Oh, yeah. Little ice action. So it freezes it.
Yes, it freezes it.
So
it freezes you,
like, but
so you can't shoot at it.
Right. So if you attack it, it freezes you. So, but do you know that it has an ice turret on it?
I think so. So you could make the choice not to, or
right,
to,
okay.
try to use some
But if you're killing a cluster and it's just in there hidden, and you're like, oh man, that's kind of cool, actually. Thinking about it like that, you know.
But maybe it should, like, because I'm thinking, like, you know, it keeps you from attacking that portal. Man, that could be annoying. Like, if you're trying to kill a portal and it's just like, you hit it, it freezes you. You hit it, you unfreeze. You hit it, it freezes you.
So it could take you a long time.
And the whole time they could be sitting there basically healing it up, right?
Yeah, so it gives them time to heal it, right, or to charge it. Yeah, you're right.
So it almost needs like a recharge. Like it shoots, it freezes, and maybe it like freezes the area for whatever time, but then it sits there on like an hour-long recharge to like recharge back up before it can
freeze again,
blow up. Maybe it's like a frost bomb or something.
Yeah. So okay. It actually kind of reminds me of a Hearthstone mechanic where you can freeze a hero and they can't attack if they have a weapon. If anybody plays Hearthstone, but
yeah, and Hearthstone makes a good point. Like if you are in a cluster and they have one of those on every one, like you're just
hopefully it would not stack. I'd hope it wouldn't stack, because what if it stacked and you're like, oh, I can't attack for 15 minutes. Might as well go home.
Yeah. Or you add some other items that go along with it. Maybe you have some and this may have been, I hope this wasn't stuff you said, but stuff that then well, no. I was gonna say like some fire stuff. I know that's one of the ideas that Drew Schiller was talking about, some fire turrets, which we'll talk about next week. But if you had some kind of weapons that then, if they use the ice against you, you could use the fire against them, and it would do more damage or something. I don't know. I don't know how many like weapons and stuff more I want until we figure out the inventory.
Right.
Because our inventory just grows with, you know, these new items. It's like getting the quantum capsules. It's like, well, now for every quantum capsule, I just lost, 98 spaces because I need to, I want to grow the stuff, but it still counts towards your inventory. So it's like, if you give me all these new weapons and I just have a bunch of new weapons that I can only use in certain places, though I'm just holding a bunch of weapons and not actually using them.
Right. Yeah.
But I would love more mods, because that's probably the one thing that's the hardest to do is placing mods, because you run out of your crappy shields, and it would be nicer to have stuff that you wanted to put on things instead of just like, well, I need to put something in these slots just to get AP. So I'm going to burn all my crappy shields, and then I'm going to throw, turrets and force amps on crap. And then what do I want to burn next once I'm out of those? Well, what if there were more mods that were useful? Maybe it gave more AP gave you AP for hacking it like it was the opposite faction or something. I don't know. Some reason to just burn mods, but actually have some, I don't know.
What about a mod that what about only a mod that you can use yourself? What about a self buff that you don't even put on a portal? It's like a potion. You drink it, and you switch sides for 24 hours.
What? Now you just smoke some crack and start speaking into the microphone.
They're
it's
like,
weird.
When did Toho go blue? Whoa, what's going on? They're like, woo, I'm a spy.
That might be something cool for like Halloween or April Fools. Like that's what they should do next April Fools. Just randomly, it'll be like I almost spoiled the end of a movie. I won't do that. It'll be like the end of a movie that just happened recently that happened with superheroes.
Oh, what are the? Yeah, it's like.
And let's just say that, so it picks a certain amount of people in the Ingress community and flips them.
Oh yeah,
for 24 hours for April Fool's Day or something.
Right? That'd be freaking crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'd play along. That'd be fun.
You'd be like, what's going down?
Okay, well, that was great. All right, thank you.
Or
Drew.
just turns everybody to the same faction. whoever is ahead at the current time, everybody just becomes that same faction.
Whoa.
So they can't blow up anything, right?
Right. All they can do is help. All they can do is aid.
And if they're on the other faction, if they aid it, when they turn back, they'll have just screwed themselves, right?
Right, exactly.
Or then will it all turn to their... Anyway.
They'd be like, I don't want to play. I don't want to do anything right now.
Okay, maybe that wouldn't be good. They can field. No, that's... Okay. They can't all be winners. We get some crappy ideas. I mean, we give crappy... All the ones that people send in are always awesome. So,
yeah.
Keep sending them in. What's this next one here?
Let's see. So, go down to C...
Iron and Angel?
Iron Angel Forge. Says this one is about the harder glyph sequences that was in... We talked about what about harder glyph sequences last episode. 53 minutes into the video, he says, actually, precisely. So to expand upon that, lie... Oh, okay. The glyphs lie and imperfect together is evil. But that's an idea for what's in the capsule for a future show. At the start, you can enter something like barrier, the barrier glyph, to get a harder glyph sequence for more items if you succeed. It could be either more complex glyphs than typical, or adds one more to the sequence. So a level 5 portal would have one of the normal 4 glyph sequences, for example. So basically, you're talking about like knowing what words are what, entering that in there to get bonuses. Actually, that's kind of a cool idea. That would be a harder glyph idea. Actually, like, you know, like
yeah.
So like,
I wonder if you could. Okay, go on. Sorry.
So basically, like, it's like a sentence or something, or like, you know, if you see 2 synonyms, and then if you add another synonym as a response, I mean, how many synonyms and antonyms are there in the glyphs? You'd have to figure it out. But basically, the idea is you're building a sentence or a concept. Even though it's not a glyph that it's asking you to write, because, you know, it says, write these glyphs, and you go, okay, and you just copy what they say to do. But in this case, you're like, no, I'm going to write my own glyph because I know that it makes sense in the pattern that I was presented. You know, that would be a lot to memorize, and that would be a harder glyph. That's interesting. I would hope you would get some really good rewards for that too.
Well, and they could add in a like, you know, the Ito positive and negatives. Like maybe there's another one that boosts the whole portal 1 level. So if it was a level 8, it would boost it, you know, to the next level.
Wait, the next level of
yeah.
Oh, the next like the next glyph level or whatever. Oh, I see.
Level 9 portal.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. That's some good stuff. Okay. Food for thought. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
All right. Well, let's move on to the last one. I will let you pronounce this name.
This one is from Agent Chizuru. Is that close?
Actually, that was pretty impressive. I was going to say... I
think it's Chizuru. That's what I'm going. Special tasks. Imagine you can hack a special mission item from a portal. A task can be randomly generated, but relevant to the area it was hacked. The task could be take over portal XYZ from opposing faction, build a specific... So, basically, research or quests. Which, yeah. I think would be awesome.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
See, I just... In line there, I went and paraphrased.
Yeah, because it is like a whole paragraph of stuff there.
And then we just talked about other stuff. Anyway, so doesn't matter.
So special missions to take over. Well, how does
quests,
it? How does?
right? Quests in Pokemon Go, they now have the research task. So you spin or hack, and you get this thing that you got to do. So
okay, I see. Yeah. Okay, yeah. We kind of talked a little bit about quests or quest lines or some sort of little mini missions or something like that before. It's totally something I would love to see. It just gives you more purpose in life, like more stuff to do, like, hey, like we're at lunch and a quest pops up. Hey, why don't we do this? Hey, okay, well, I was going to go back to work and now they're going to get angry and fire me. But hey, there's this cool quest. Let's do this real quick.
Let's do this. And in Anomalies, they could actually have it where that was like one of the sections of the Anomaly is who could perform the most like quests during that time. So everybody's there hacking, getting the quest, and then it's like you got to go. And so then you just see agents like running around just doing. And now they're kind of in solo missions, but maybe it could even group up with people that were, around. Because it's like capture this portal, but it's during Anomaly when there's billions of people around.
Oh yeah,
or,
right.
Hundreds, thousands,
millions of people.
1 million people.
Cool. Okay. I like it. And so keep those ideas coming in.
Greetings, Agent. It is called the Agent Academy Podcast.
Comms.
Just to get it comms rolling in here, let's just start off with a good old space hug. He says, another great episode. I, GoonieGuy, now know to buy you a Bud Light when we hopefully meet up in Boston. Will you, Soho, also be there? Okay, so when is the Boston one?
28th.
That's a 28th
July.
Okay, that's
we're
in July.
The 26th.
Okay, so basically just a ballpark. It's around the end of July.
Yeah. End of July.
So I'm kind of mapping out my summer right now because my birthday is this Saturday. Oh, I'll have a birthday between this episode and next episode. So I'm kind of mapping it out because there's a couple of things I want to do this summer, and I'm trying to squeeze everything in. So I want to. It's like before it was like, money was the big issue before, but now I got a job, so that won't really be an issue anymore. It'll just be time and I don't know, travel,
time.
Just moving around, but we got that covered. We have cars, and basically everything we're looking at is going to be driving. I do have enough Sky Miles to actually get a couple free flights around the country, but I don't know if I'm going to spend them or not. But whatever, we got options. So to answer your question, I don't know yet, but I'll let everybody know as soon as possible because it'd just be really super cool to meet people. So yeah. I'll let you know. And you can get GoonieGuy a Bud Light.
Yes. Yeah, and definitely come find me. I'm working on now cards, like bio cards that will be just for Anomalies that I'll give out. And we'll have one for each of us and then one for Agent Academy. And they'll all have a code on it, right? And you'll be able to use that code on the website and get an achievement. So be sure to find me and get that. And I'll have my button maker. Well, I won't have my button maker in Boston because I'm flying and that thing's big and heavy. But
your button maker? Oh, yeah.
If I will definitely have that with me at Atlanta, New Orleans, and possibly Austin because we'll be driving to those and I may be driving to Chicago too. So we'll have buttons as well.
Sweet. Okay. Let's see. We got another one here from.
So, this is Scott, who they had asked for a link to the Telegram channel, so that's what they were responding to. And they said, "Thanks, that link worked, and I enjoy the show while I'm out walk dressing." And the tip for recycling power cubes versus using them was pretty useful.
I thought so too. To this day, I'm like, that was the best tip ever on Agent Academy. Was that you could use them.
Well, and we need more. So send us in your favorite tip. What do you like to tell new players as a tip? Can be how to get AP faster, how to blow up hard to blow up portals, whatever.
Yeah, anything.
Tips, using items, not stalking people. We don't want those tips. Steak tips, we'll take those.
Yeah, unless they're corn stalks, and then we'll eat those.
That's weird. That's really weird. Not as weird as this.
Agents, it appears we have found something interesting. Media acquired.
Media?
What?
I hardly even knew her. All right, so we got achievements.
I thought you could say cheese. We got cheese.
We got cheese. It's multiplying.
And I'm losing some monsters.
Some monsters.
And some cheddars. You're supplying?
Commander Riker. Okay, so let's move on to here. We have an achievement just for you for listening to this here show. And do we know the code for this? You want to do the code thing?
We do know the code. Now, things have changed. You might have noticed on the website. Used to you'd go to the front page and there'd be a form there, and this may come back. But for now, because we've moved systems, it's changed. You're going to have to go to the actual achievement page or the episode page and type it into the form there, because we've got to make a different form for every single one of these achievements for now. So go to the achievement page for this episode, which is episode 24.
Yep.
And enter in this code, all caps, AACASAA. So once again, that is Ada, Capsule, Ada, Smurf, Ada.
Nice.
Using Agent Evil Bros Ingress alphabet. And then you'll get the achievement.
Evil Bro. Yes. And add to your collection of badges to impress your friends and family. And maybe even yourself. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
JBJ Blaze has already gotten it. And JBJ, I want to thank you for sending in another bumper. I was not able to get it in time tonight. That's my fault. I was out cooking chicken on the grill.
Chicken cooker. God.
I made a badge for it though, so I got that on mine.
For chicken
cooking chicken.
For chicken cooking? For chicken cookie?
The only way to get it is to cook chicken on my grill.
Oh man, that's very specific, isn't it?
I'm just looking out and JBJ Blaze is in my backyard cooking chicken. I'm like, what the hell?
Nice. Okay, so we have. Okay. We'll mention this. This hit Reddit on June 1st. So if you haven't seen this yet, this is 2 new Ingress Prime video leaks. This is 2 videos that were. One I think kind of has like some like Chinese chicken on it. Some chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. But they're definitely worth looking at because there's some major animations going on there, like, and you can even overhear some people like looking over shoulders, going, "Man, what kind of phone can handle this?" And they're just like, "All right." I know for sure my phone won't handle it because my phone is old. I have a phone from 2015, 2014, maybe
1915.
1915.
Yeah.
It's a tin can.
Rotary. It's like the only cell phone that has a rotary dial on it.
Yeah, it has this long string. that has to be connected to everyone. So I know that I'm gonna have to upgrade, and that kind of sucks because it's like $1,000, right, to get the best whatever's out there. I'm thinking about I could skimp out and get something low, but that's I want the Pixel 3 is what I want. The Google Pixel 3 is going to be shwirt anyway.
Yeah. You can always get screwed and get a really crappy network and go with Sprint and get like a half-off phone.
Oh, yeah.
So then you just deal with crappy cell reception for, a year or two. And then you have the phone and then you move to a different cell service.
Yeah. I mean, I could just get a tablet and do some Wi-Fi in the meantime, too, really. Like, I don't need phone service. I just need a connection is all. I don't need, Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. Go check out those Prime Video leaks and get a little taste of things to come.
Dun, 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 dun.
Pardon me, Agent Soho, Agent GoonieGuy. I'm afraid you are needed in the Situation Room. If you could please wrap it up.
Right now. So that's
like someone just get shot or something at the end. What was that? I was like, whoa, hey.
He was clapping.
Oh, okay. Sound like
does that sound like a clap? No.
I mean, it kind of sounds like somebody's shooting somebody. Kind of pop.
Oh. Oh, there we go. So, that's pretty much the show for this evening. Thanks for tuning in. Everyone who showed up, was here live on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, JC2, whatever that one is. All the rest of the places that you may be watching where we definitely appreciate it and watching it after the show. So thanks. Come back next week. And don't forget, if you do end up getting one of our t-shirts, whether it's this current Anomaly, the I guess we're calling it the Agent Academy Prime shirt, or any other ones, send us a picture of you wearing it and you'll get a special achievement.
Yep.
So
it'll be kind of a merch achievement kind of a thing, and we're gonna be I guess we'll be wearing these shirts here soon, but yes, that would be cool. Go forth and love one another. That's about it, really. That's all the good advice I have.
And that is good advice from Eric, Agent Soho Thornton.
Oh, yeah.